What do we know about the Middle Ages? The Middle Ages is a period of European history from the 5th to the 15th centuries AD 500–1500. It is usually considered to have begun with the fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 AD and ended with the Renaissance and the Age of Exploration. The cultural division of European history includes the Ancient Era, the Medieval Era, and the Modern Era. The Medieval Era itself is divided into 3 eras: the Early Medieval Era, the Middle Medieval Era, and the Late Medieval Era. Matilda's cross, made for Matilda, Abbess of Essen, 973–1011. This image of Christ was probably made in Cologne or Essen. In late antiquity, from the 3rd to the 5th centuries AD, the Western Roman Empire gradually suffered from civil wars, disruption of trade and administration, population decline, urban sprawl, widespread invasions by nomadic tribes, and the settlement of large populations by them. These events ultimately led to the fall of the Western Roman Empire. Then came the early Middle Ages 5th to 10th centuries. At the beginning of the early Middle Ages 5th to 7th centuries, the aforementioned trends intensified due to the vacuum in the Western Roman political, administrative system and the disruption of the trade network. The movement of migratory populations during the migration period, including various Germanic tribes, led to the establishment of new kingdoms on the remains of the Western Roman Empire. On the other hand, the Byzantine Empire, which continued the path of the Roman Empire, was able to survive in the Eastern Mediterranean and remain a great power, experiencing a period of economic and political glory in the 6th century, especially under the rule of Justinian I. But the long war with the Sassanids and then the Muslim conquests in Asia and North Africa severely weakened the empire. Western Europe, although undergoing fundamental changes in political and social structures, did not completely destroy the legacy of late antiquity. Most kingdoms incorporated and preserved institutions left over from the Roman Empire. Monasteries and monks continued to Christianize European pagans without stopping. The Franks, under the Carolingian dynasty, were able to establish the short-lived Carolingian Empire in the 8th and early 9th centuries. Western Europe gradually regained its economic and social strength, and the Carolingian Renaissance led to a revival of science and the arts. This empire controlled most of Western Europe, but was soon destroyed by civil wars and attacks by foreign invaders, the Vikings from the north, the Hungarians from the east, and the Saracens from the south. During the High Middle Ages 11th to 13th centuries, the population of Europe grew rapidly. In Western Europe, advances in technology and agriculture allowed trade to flourish. The medieval warming period, caused by climate change, increased crop yields. The Lord Clerk organized peasants in villages to offer their property and labor services to the nobility, and feudalism, a political structure by which knights and lesser nobles offered their military services to their lords in exchange for land rights, were the two ways in which society in the late Middle Ages was organized. The imperial legal code, called the Corpus Civilis or Code of Justinian, was rediscovered in northern Italy in 1070. The Church was at the height of its power, but the Vatican and the Orthodox Church were separated. The arrival of the Seljuks from Central Asia into Anatolia and the Levant weakened the Byzantine Empire. In response, the Vatican launched the Crusades, which saw Western Christian Europeans campaign in the Levant and North Africa for 2 centuries from 1095 to reclaim the Holy Land from the Muslims, and also in the Iberian Peninsula to reclaim Andalusia. The Crusades against the Muslims had no long-term benefits for the Church and the kings of Europe, but they did boost the trade of the Italian city-states. The Fourth Crusade, with the sack of Constantinople, severely weakened the Byzantine Empire, gave great power and wealth to the Republic of Venice, and brought the classical heritage to Latin Europe. In Northern Europe, the pagan Vikings and Lithuanians converted to Christianity. The establishment and expansion of the Kingdom of France, the Kingdom of England, and the Holy Roman Empire consolidated political power and reduced crime and violence, but they also seriously challenged the idea of uniting the entire Christian world. The Mongol invasions crushed the Slavic states of the Russian steppes and the Kingdom of Hungary. The transfer of Muslim knowledge and technology helped to fuel the 12th century Renaissance, promoting the establishment of universities,